I've not done a deadlift in probably 3 months, if not 4. Probably not 4, maybe 3 months. I definitely haven't done any for 2 months since my son was born. And today I thought I'll give it a go. I've been doing power cleans now, or muscle cleans, whatever they're called now, for I think it's pushing 2 weeks now. I think something like that. And obviously, when you first start something, it's a new stimulus, so it's, you're sore through the erectors, sore through the traps, forearms, everything. But today I thought to myself, let's give it a try. Let's give it a go and see how it feels. That's kind of what I really wanted to see, most of all, how it actually felt. Because when you're power cleaning, you're trying to accelerate the bar, so it's essentially speed day. And I've been having speed days now for some time, and I thought, deadlifts are very slow movements. Can I maintain some of these postures that you need to maintain under heavy load that you maybe skip as you're yanking the bar off the floor in the power clean? So I tried. Today I got to 240, which was a very big surprise. The 200 felt horrible. Everything felt horrible. I felt like it was all hip hinge. I had no quad involvement, it felt like. No leg drive, it was all in my back. And I don't know why. I think when I power clean, I have trouble doing the squatty motion. And I have trouble doing squatty motions best of times. Everything I do seems to be in the hips. Everything I do seems to be in the posterior chain. So ducking under the bar is very difficult for me because it is not something that comes naturally to me. I can't stay upright. I want to lean over, and so catching the bar leaned over is impossible because it's a front rack. So I've kind of been skipping on that sensation of driving my quads into the lift off the floor. I haven't had that in a while, so I felt that was a little strange for me. Now 240 is very, very impressive for me, especially at home. Historically speaking, I don't think I've hit 240 many times at home. Maybe I've hit 250 twice or something. 240. It's very, very rare for me to hit anything above 240 at home. There's a few things, a few reasons behind that. I don't know which ones are most, the biggest drivers. But for whatever reason, I don't deadlift all that well at home. Gym, much better. Maybe it's the floor. Maybe it's the whippy bars over there. Maybe, although this new bar is a little bit more whippier than mine. Number of different factors. Maybe my weights are just heavier, or maybe the gym weights are lighter. I don't know what's going on. Maybe the music, maybe the people watching, all that kind of stuff. Like, it all kind of gets rolled into one. But 240 on the first go after 2 months of no deadlifting, I'm very, very happy. So I would have to do a few more sessions to kind of conclude whether these power cleans do anything for the deadlift. They're such different things. One's slow, one's fast. But I was quite happy with my core, like my lats. I wasn't unwinding at the top. I think the majority of my issues with the deadlift today has been like my positioning. I just couldn't get my knees forward. My quads did nothing. That's what it felt like. It was all hamstrings. I felt huge hamstring activation. Obviously, erectors, all that stuff. And yeah. How do you fit all that into one training program? I'm not sure. Right now, it's all about powerlifting. Not powerlifting. Well, it should be called powerlifting. Power cleans. Yeah, I mean, a lot of energy is going to this benching business that I've been doing last some time as well. So, yeah, I don't know how you roll it all into one, but with my mentality and how I like to do things, I like to focus on few. Really, I like to focus on one. And so bench press is definitely one of them. Squatting is always going to be one of them. Although squatting has kind of taken a back seat in recent times because of the power cleaning. It really kind of, doing 20 sets of 100 kilos power clean, it takes something out of you. But I feel like a really good training stimulus is being had, even though I have awful technique. I feel like it's a full bloody workout, full body workout. I'm feeling my arms, traps, deltoids. I had a bit of like core fatigue as well, like abs the other day from doing all those 20 cleans. Obviously erectors, hamstrings have been sore a few times. So it's a full-on workout. Now, if I could get under the bar properly and do the front squat portion of it and catch it properly, it would be even better workout. But just muscling the weight around, kind of like, you know, strongman muscle freaking implements all around the place. It's a freaking good workout, man. So I'll definitely continue that, and maybe I'll, you know, trickle in the deadlift days so I can see whether there's any, you know, carryover. It's very hard to kind of work out whether there's carryover when you're so deconditioned technically, you know, when it comes to the lift. And also when I lift off of these mats, it felt so freaking awkward to lift off the floor. The bar felt so far away, man, so far away. It's almost like my body was in shock, how low the bar was. So that's something that I don't think is good to you know, forget how to do. When you're doing these block cleans, whatever you want to call them, the bar is mid shin, man, if not even higher. So yeah, you don't want to lose that tightness, you know, the ability to get tight in a deep position like that. Because for me, and I don't know, you know, when you see that 240 deadlift of today, it felt so freaking long to get it off the floor, man. Oh my goodness. So maybe the power cleans are not going to do much for me when it comes to the off the floor power, because that was the hardest thing for me today. But anyway, I did some squatting as well. I put this band on. I'm still freaking wearing the band. I don't know if you can see the band. Still wearing the band. Worked up to 190. In between, I did some like walking around the place with it, you know, abductions, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, that's the session. It'll be interesting to see if I get sore from this 240 deadlift. It was very, very slow, so lots of time under tension. Usually when I have 2 months, when I have a prolonged period of time away from the deadlift, the next few days are quite sore. So I'm probably gonna get trap soreness and erectors, maybe even some hamstrings. Definitely not quads. I mean, those things don't even freaking fire. It's so frustrating to me how my quads are just not existent. I sometimes feel to myself, like I feel, man, I'm lifting this weight like with half of my body. Like, it seems like half of my body's not even working. Like the anterior chain is just hanging there, just chilling out. Imagine if I could get the quad, like proper quad activation, get that pop off the floor. Damn, man. Damn. Anyway, guys, I gotta get out of here, go to work. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.